I want everybody to pay attention, even if you don't know this form. It's similar concepts that are found in all of our forms. Does that make sense? Naihanchi is one of the oldest forms that we have, which is why I chose to kind of study it the most. Gives us the most information. So if I go through, I'm going to go through the techniques of Naihanchi in order, but demonstrating to you the way that I interpret them for fighting. So from here, I'm confronted with a potential attacker. I do that cross step, and I kick low. Let's say that he throws a punch or something like that, so that comes in, and I grab the head. Now from here, I could just elbow strike, but sometimes that'll be difficult to land because this arm right here, so I'm just gonna do a very simple maneuver where I'm gonna step and turn, and hit with that elbow. Everybody follow? Let's say that he covers up, right? Even with both arms, covers up this way, right? So now the next, I have that low blocking punch. The low block is just grabbing and pulling, right? And you don't need to overdo it, right? A lot of the time here, even if it's just a little bit, that gives me the angle I want to hit into the kidney or to hit into the floating ribs, the liver, whatever you can get. Now, from this position, we're gonna reset. He's gonna throw a big punch at my head, I block, then he's gonna come in with the other side to grab or something like that, and then I take this position. So that's that first block, right? And we have this, it's kind of big in our style, but older versions of the forms, it's a little bit more, it's a little bit of a smaller motion, and then you have this strike. So he throws that punch in, so I'm in the inside position, and I strike. From here, I kick low again, and I come down with a hammer fist, boom, strike. That's this, so legs sweeping up, down, and I'm gonna go around to the other side, right? Get that grip. I take a T angle, right, where his feet and mine make a perpendicular angle, and I foot sweep. If that sweep doesn't work, right, let's say that this arm comes in to grab or something, I strike, and that's that last position. Those are all the techniques of Naihanchi. Again, done quickly, kick, punch, grab, turn, strike, he covers up. So stripping, punching low, reset, big punch, follows up, inside, strike, kick, strike, angle, sweep, doesn't fall down, so he reaches to grab, I suppress, and strike, boom, with that arm. Anybody have any moves from their forms they have any questions about? Ever wondered what you're doing or what it's for? Sure, let's do it. So Kyung done. Begins like this. He just grabs. Splitting the arms. Does that make sense? This arm comes down. Strike. In this position, I grab, step behind, strike, grab. Anybody else? So really, in the way I interpret it, is that we have this sweeping motion and the lifting with the knee first, and then the follow up with the palm. So let's say, just switch your stance for the sake of it. Maybe he's reaching to grab, maybe he could be striking. So moving that arm out of the way, striking with that knee. Then I'm coming down, striking with the palm. So sweeping, striking, striking. Anybody else? A lot of moves in our forms, guys, and I want you to be curious. I want you to ask yourself that question. Like, man, I wonder what that thing is for. Let's look at the motion before it. So we're here, down, down, turn. And again, and you know, grappling is a part of karate. It's the very old sources that we look at, we're able to find takedowns in the art. So if I'm here and striking with that overhand punch, and then I have this dropping motion, right? What I think of that kind of a drop coming down with a takedown. Does that make sense? And then the jump and turn being a separate technique, etc. prevails. So remember, we do kicks high, but traditionally these kicks always were done low. So again, it's a similar thing. That can be a strike with that knee, right? I also can lift, and just think about it for a second, right? If I'm in a clinch here, I have that arm, and I'm pressing that head down. The knee lifts the hip. And then if I kick low, I kick right into the leg. Does that make sense? Right, and then I can follow up. There's a lot of different strikes. And that's the way I interpret that part of Jindo. It's kind of showing different kinds of strikes. It's a similar motion with the crane stance. But we have lunge punch, right? Then we have reverse punch, right? Then we have that square punch. So in my opinion, it's just showing different ways you can strike. Wonder about those knife hands at the end of your form? Show them. Those kinds of positions, pull them down. He grabs, bringing that arm, I come through, strip, strike.